Making your website or your Canvas page more visually appealing is a great way to capture your students and their parents' attention.
You can also easily customize images in your assessments and documents, and we're going to show you how in this week's episode of IT Week. Google Drawing is one of our lesser known tools that's available inside of our Google Suite.
And the first step in creating a Google Drawing is resizing the layout of your image.
Changing the size of your Google Drawing is actually extremely easy, and you actually have two choices as well. The first option is in the bottom right hand corner you will see 4 lines. If you click, hold, and drag on those lines, you can resize your image that way. The other option is to select File in the upper left hand corner and then scroll down and select Page Setup. The default page setup is your standard 4:3 image, but if you select that, you can then change it to one of your 2 widescreen settings or select custom if you happen to know the dimensions of your image. For instance, a YouTube channel art requires the channel size to be 2560 by 1440. So this is where you would actually type in those dimensions and then change the from inches to pixels. Also, you need to be aware of how to change the background of your image. All you need to do is right-click on your image and then select Background. You can then change it to any of the given colors.
So keep in mind, just like any other Google file you create, you want to make sure you give your Google Drawing a name. And remember, Google automatically saves these drawings.
Absolutely. Now, once you have your layout set up, the next step is to add objects.
To add an object in your Google Drawing, you can select one of the options in your navigation menu, or you can go to Insert and select the object you want to include. I'm going to add a shape. Once you have selected the shape that you want to include, your cursor will turn into a plus sign and you can drag that out to create your new shape. You can move that shape. You will be able to fill it with different colors if you like and make any kind of modifications to it. You also can add other items like text. Once you have selected text, again, your cursor will turn into a plus sign. You can drag that out and then enter in the text that you want to appear in the text box.
In addition to adding text and shapes into your Google Drawing, you can also add images either from your computer, from the web, or from your Google Drive. Remember, if you're using your Google Drawing for buttons, make sure that your image takes up the whole canvas in your Google Drawing.
And now that your image is complete, you will need to choose either the download or publish to web option.
So once you're done with your image, your first option is to download it. So you will go to File and then select Download As. And here are your different image types that you can download the image as. Your other option is to select Publish to Web. You will then get this dialog box. Underneath image size, you will be able to change the size of the image. And then you are going to select Publish. Once you select Publish, it will give you a URL for the image. The benefit of publishing it to the web over downloading it is that if you actually go back and change your image at all, the URL will have a changed image as well.
If you want more information about how to upload or how to store, embed your image into Canvas or into another object, make sure you check out our Tech Minutes.
That's going to do it for this episode. Thanks for tuning in. Make sure you check us out next week for another edition of IT Weekly.